Hi, Bonbon here. Hope you're having a great day. I'm having a better day. Days are getting better. And Simon's already in the chat. Boom. Hi, Simon. Hang on. Oh, let's get some special effects up. There's one for Simon. There's one for Random. Hi. All of those. Oh, what the hook? Hang on. Hey. Excellent. That you're not supposed to hear. That's off to one side. Hey ho, what have we got? Simon sat there with some chamomile tea. Don't tell Spiffing Brit or Biffa, they're both Yorkshire tea, clearly. What we got? Some homemade fruit crumble. Now, you're talking. I've got bottle of water. That way. There we go. Bottle of water. Alright, so we're going to be doing some Bonbon Island. We'll throw that up. There we go. Boom. I thought I'd give a top-down view to start off with. And I've got a list of... oh, there you go. I've got a list of things today that I want to possibly get on and do. Let me find my list of things. Right, so... stables. I did some work on the stables last week and there was more I wanted to do and I didn't have some of the assets, so we're going to go and do some work on the stables area, which will be fun. We've got I said about the boating last week, and so we're definitely going to do some boating because I've got some boating assets now. Whether I've got enough to finish the job, I doubt, but it's one of those that you don't know what you really want until you want it, so we'll see how it goes. An idea for a big house, which will make sense when we get down there. The factory, I've got some factory assets because we were talking about that last week as well. And I've got a few other bits as well, So what we'll do, I think, I think we will look at going down and having a butcher's hook, Cockney rhyming slang, at Bonnerton as it stands at the moment. Between last week and this week, what have I done? I think I did something. Oh, I remember what I did. Right, so we definitely had some rail issues. So you saw me trying to fix them. And it's still a little bit clunky, but I'm okay with it for now. It's we're not really focusing on this area at the moment. But I knew that it was also broken underneath, where it all comes in. And if you've not seen the underground view, and of course the tunnels are a little bit. There we go. Right, so everything comes in underneath this the smuggler's cave here, and I knew that the rail was broken under here as well. I think I fixed it. Not that it matters at the moment because the game is on pause, but today we are going to unpause the game while I do some work, because we put in a whole bunch of new housing up here, and we have got, if I drop into that mode there, it's come out of bulldoze so we don't accidentally hit something. We've got a lot of residential demand and we have some empty properties, so that makes sense to let the game catch up a little bit. So there's that we'll do. I'm going to hop over here for a moment, because there is something here that I really don't like in the shapes of the roads, and it's something that we are going to fix. Maybe not tonight, just depends on how much I get achieved tonight. But don't know if you can see, well, I mean, you can see what's down here below. If you can see what the issue might be. Now, obviously, we've got the big intersection where I know that you get a few people are going to say, yeah, but this only goes off in this direction. What about in that direction? Well, the answer is, in that direction, we've got this one, and everything in between is all served by these by this slip road here, and by the bridge, the old bridge underneath the highway. Everything over here is served via these two, so yeah, it's kind of like one big intersection but separated. But there is something over here that bugs me. It's not this little network of roads. I will probably be tweaking anyway when we start putting buildings down here. This is the old town. It's meant to be narrow, it's meant to be fiddly little dead end roads and awkward. It's meant to be awkward because it's meant to be old. But what is bugging me is, you can imagine at some point that the highway wasn't here. That makes all sense, doesn't it? The highway is new, and it was built over the old bridge, the old road bridge here, which would connect both sides. This has been left here, and they use this to connect both sides because of the layout of the highways. Right, so I think that makes some kind of sense. Then, where would the road have gone? Looking at the old road here, so this is the old roads that would have gone across here. Where would it have gone? Now, I think that makes perfect sense. So it would have come across via some, maybe this wouldn't be quite aligned here, but yeah, maybe I think that would have made some sort of sense. There would have also been probably old farming up this area, I imagine. And so there would have been a road connecting, probably not this way, but from here up that way. And I think that this little bendy road here is wrong. While it's useful for how we might want to zone and plop housing down, and it fits nicely, I think that it's the wrong shape, especially here. I think that the road would have gone and joined up this way. So what we'll do at some point, maybe not tonight, probably not tonight, is do a straighten this road out a little bit so it makes a bit more sense. Maybe lose that hoop and just make this a straighter thing. Connect it up there so we get a little triangle going on here, which would just be park or a triangle about maybe, and just relocate these houses into some better locations. So I think that would have made a little bit more sense, because then this road then would have, before the highway, connected up maybe via a little roundabout, or more likely a T-junction with this road here. So yeah, that was bugging me. That was bugging me. So I think we'll do that. We'll but not now. But not now, because stables is a bit of a priority for me. Let's have a quick look at the chat whilst we're here. Let's pull up the effects so people can have some ding dongs. Dolomite's here. Hi, Dolomite. There you go. Have I had a haircut? I do my own hair. Yes, I trimmed my hair. I don't know. When was it? It was Tuesday morning, I think. Sometime this week. As I was visiting the hospital, I've got my mother's in hospital at the moment. She's with us. She's looking much healthier. We don't know what's wrong with her exactly. They're doing tests. It could be viral. It could be serious. At the moment, we don't know. But fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. I've been down there tonight as well. So little bit tired, but also looking forward to a bit of gameplay. So yeah, we'll do that. So anyway, which one? Yes, yeah, whatever's. Mattock, hi, hello. Finally able to catch a stream. Good to have you along, Mattock. You can have a sound effect. There we go. Don't know why is that road junction always reminds me of a pair of scissors. It does look like a pair of scissors. When I was drawing it out, I didn't give any consideration to that. I always knew I just wanted it to be a little bit. I didn't want to just do a standard, or anything slick. This is like just an awkward bunch of intersections built to make everything fit in there. Anyway, cutting edge design and all of that. Anyways, right. Well, before we get started, those 11 of you that are here at the moment, would you be very kind to hit the like button? Let's do it now. Let's do it now before I have to remind you again later, and I probably will. Right, so let's have right. So the plans. Stables. Last week I started on the stables. I was mostly happy. So I'm mostly happy with it, but not entirely happy with it. There's more stuff for me to do. For example, I've got a few standing horse assets now. I've got a couple of Sven's animated horse assets now. I've got a barn for down here, so we can do a little bit of work down here. Again, it's probably not going to be finished. Is any city ever finished? Probably not. I've got an idea for in here as well. This is a natural kind of gap going on here that I feel this was kind of inspired by I used to live in a little town called Uckfield in East Sussex in the south of England, and there's a big country house there in what is called Boatsheds Park. And where I used to live, it was just literally, now if you imagine, if this was Boatsheds Park here, we used to live sort of here, and then you could walk through the trees and you'd be out into the park and there are deer and stuff. And I've been kind of inspired to build a large house. It's to fit into this land here, which would be in my mind, like, I'm going to call it Bonnerton Villa. This is going to be like the old big posh house that maybe these days it's flats because everything gets done. I'm going to make that using some of the assets that I pulled at one side down here. I think a combination actually of this one and that one pushed together, we can make something. I reckon that would work. Don't think there's anything over. No, none of those. Most of these are being used in the hills. So I'm thinking we can go with that. So that's the plan with the stables. First thing we're going to do tonight is I'm going to do some decal work and some prop plopping around the stable area. We'll do some work on Bonnerton Villa in this area. I'm not going to do a big task on it. We'll come back and we'll do the gardens and stuff like that at a later date. Once we start actually working over here, I'm going to start the simulation. Thanks, Motorbikes. Start simulation up so that people start moving to these houses, because we have all this demand, and then the commercial we're going to have to worry about at some point. Then boating. I've got some assets for the boating, because down here at the campus area I suggested, sort of inspired by the boating that goes on in Oxford University in England, to have maybe a boat shed here and then a few little rowboats running up and down. They'll just be props. I'm not going to try and do anything clever. They'll be props. I haven't got any seated citizen props at the moment, so what we'll probably be doing is just plopping down floating rowing boats, and when I can remember to find some seated citizen props, we can sit them in the rowboats. How exciting. Right, but that won't be today. But yeah, we are going to do some, at least getting the boat shed down and a few rowboats up here. So that's to come. And was there anything else? What else was on my list of essential tasks? Oh, the factory. This area here, I have some factory assets. I've got no idea which ones I'm going to use. I've not had a look at them. I just subscribed to a few, and I'm sure that some combination of them are going to make this area look like a big smokestack factory area. That's what this area is going to be. So other than that, I've got just notes for the upcoming weeks, just jobs that are half finished, and there's plenty of them. Like the detailing in the campus area. Still lots of detailing in the campus area to do. I just get bored doing the same thing over and over and over again. Right, okay, let's do some stuff, because we are in actions. Quick check of the chat. Domy's here. Domy effects, and have a yes, that's for Domy. Right. Oh, haven't we? Hang on. Check my notes. Tomorrow morning, Domy. Oh yes. Those of you that watch WhatsApp religiously Domi has a map, has the lead map tomorrow morning. Yeah, it's somewhat dramatic. Somewhat dramatic. Looking forward to sharing that. Haven't uploaded it yet, but it is recorded. Okay, let's do some stuff. Let's start up here. Now, stables. Thinking decals. Definitely going to be doing some decals because where the horses would be coming down here, it'd probably be trodden down a bit. I'm seeing this little paddock here. I've got a barn. I've definitely got a barn. Whether I can... is it called barn? Oh, custom assets. Right. Open barn. Finish barn. Finish barn 6. Finish barn 2. Finish barn. He's kind of cute. I think we might be able to... Oh, it's a prop. Oh, well, then we're definitely going to use you in... I'll stick you up there in the corner for now. Just for now. What else have we got? We've got a finished barn 4. He's quite cute as well, isn't it? How can we use these in a... Oh, I know. What we'll do is we'll put one here. And then we'll get another one of those. And we'll rotate you. See if we can match these up, make it a little bit deeper. There we go. It's a change of roof colour, but let's not break a sweat over it, eh? Let's not lose any friends. Oh, where are you going? Hello. Excuse me. That was weird. Okay, don't do that again. That's all right. We've got some other barn prop set metal shed. Yeah, we'd probably use you. In fact, all right next to the old shack. That fits, doesn't it? Huh. This is quality. Absolutely fits beautifully with it. How are we gonna do this? How about on the side like that? Oh, about all the way up the side like this. Oh, how very exciting that turned out to be. Do you know what? I'm not going to use that twice. Don't like it enough to use it twice. But there might be. Oh, that's a thatched one. Oh, well, that's a bit sassy. I don't think I like it enough to use that one. We've got some nice units there. But just the open modern barn is... Oh, it needs a road. It needs a road. I don't have a road. Oh, that's annoying. I don't really want to bring a road down here. And I don't want to... No, we'll live without that one. But yeah, these finished barns are kind of cute. What's this one like? Oh, wow. Now that's sexy. Ha ha. Can we use that up here somewhere? I would think so. Okay, well, how about in here? Oh, God blimey. Look. It's not difficult. And then I have some decals. Let's look for... What am I looking for here? Oh, my goodness me. There you go, decal. We don't want barn. I've got a whole bunch. I think it's just called dirt, isn't it? Yeah, that would do. Dirt, mud. Sort of like that. like this. We'll bring it this way. What I might do is just move the whole barn to intersect. This barn though, as much as I like it, doesn't really scale well with this vanilla asset, does it? This just feels too small. It does. This asset feels way too small, even compared with the vanilla house here. I don't think I want to use that either. I think. But that's all right. Okay, let's do some big mud dirt prop. How about this one? We've got a few options. Oh, that's too far gone. That's got tracks on it. What's this one? Rural dirt road. Right, I think it's got to be a combination of, or maybe it's just got to be this one. I think it's just got to be this fella. We'll do a little bit of that. And we've also got some horse props. If I just type in for all. Right, so we have horses. We've got horse resting, horse galloping. Oh, speaking of which, so let's start a simulation. Right, simulation is now rolling. This could be interesting. Got my back turned on the city. You know what happens when you turn your back on the city and you start a simulation? It's a disaster waiting to happen. Right. Now, in theory, these will start animating. In theory. I think there's also some animation to expect over here. Oh, look, there is. There we go. This is actually part of the stable asset, so we'll see. Have I... Maybe I don't have... It's Anim UV, isn't it? I think is the mod for animated assets. I think. Maybe I don't have the mod running. Do you know what? You know, that's perfectly acceptable, what we see there. That'll do for now. Then, let's grab some of these. I'm not going to completely blitz out the area. Just a few parts where I think it might get a bit mudded, like somewhere up that kind of route. I'm going to rotate it so we can get a bit of a mix of patterns going. So we could do something like that. So the horses would come down this way. We have a way in and out of the paddock would probably be a bit, wouldn't it? I think we can make do with that. And then we'll just stick one underneath each of the hedges, I think. For now. So that's adds a bit of extra interest there, and maybe a dirt decal at the end of each one. Dirt. Don't know. Don't know so much. Something like this, maybe. So yeah, something. I think I'll do a couple back to back, just to soften the appearance of it. One of these. No, I'm not liking that. Not going there. Not going there. Maybe just that. Hang on. Oh, it's got the tracks on it though. Definitely not going to be doing that. You. Gone. Gone, 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 gone. Oh, I said gone. Hang on. I'll get rid of that. I thought I chose you. I thought I deleted you. And I failed. Quite clearly. In my one effort there. What's this? Destroyed road. I think I'm just going to have to settle. Make do with that for now. Maybe come back and do some more work in this area. I'll move away before I get too dragged in details, and we'll just work the area more later. Right, okay, let's do some Bonneton Villa. What's the population? Population 6627. This should be growing right now. We should have a bit of traffic coming in. There it is. Here it is. Here's our new lakeside citizens. Let me come out of that mode there. Get a smoother camera. And these guys will be heading over the freeway. And what route are they taking? Oh, they're going up into the... This lot all going up into the hills. Oh, they're looking at these temporary houses. These houses don't exist, by the way. These are just here as house palette. Speaking of house palette, I need, thank you, that one and that one up in this area up here. Let me just remember a little reminder of the socials while we're here. Yeah, up in this area up here. Now, this way round. Plopped. I think, first of all, you probably don't want to be in a divot. So something like about that. You probably will fit quite neatly up against that, and quite neatly up against that. And let's go and have a look around the front. That looks alright. Wondering if we can do something a bit like that, and something similar over this way. Bit like that. So in terms of the shape of a villa, I think I like that. 100% vanilla assets, 100% bush growing through the concrete. Oh, God's sakes, look. Thank you. Gone. Sorted. And we will connect this via the roads up to this wind. It might even push it back a bit. It might be a bit close to here. So, yeah, we might move the whole house network of buildings, I think, back this way, so it's further away from the road. It's closer to the stables. I think that makes a lot more sense. We better give it some electricity, otherwise we might consider this a temporary road, just so that we actually have power. We'll just get rid of... Why are you going at -1? Thank you. What? Oh, I'm really confused. Oh, I see. I see. Right. Sorted. We don't want to be doing any of that shenanigans and all that shenanigans. Right. So pop it down to here. We've got anarchy on. We have. Good. Right. So we got a road around you guys. Not why you're upset. You want connected. You want to be connected. Idiots. And I'm just going to do a very quick direct connection. We'll worry about making that pretty. Probably a more straight line coming up here, and then we'll do a little bendy off of the switchback. I think that is pretty reasonable. At first glance, I think that's definitely going to work there. And yeah, we'll it's now got electricity because of the I'm using the electric roads mod, so we've got power going up there now. And of course, remove the need for pipes, so we've got water everywhere on the map as well. Let's have a quick look at the chat, see if I've missed anything exciting in the chat. Call up the effects just in case there's anything fun. So you're chatting about Domy's maps. Good. So you should be. Close the gate before the horses run away. I haven't got a gate on there, actually. Should look around for gates, but again, I don't think they'll run anywhere. Without the animations, they're not running anywhere. What have we got? Water troughs. Yes, good idea, water troughs. Dog must be an ironmonger. Every time you shout at her, she makes a bolt for the door. Of course. Yes, troughs, however you want to spell troughs. TROFFS. I don't care. Callum's here. Hi, Callum. Saw Callum yesterday or Tuesday on the way down to see my mother. So have a... Callum, this is for you. There we are. That looks great. Thanks for that. You would agree to live in that villa. I would hope so too. Right, okay, so we'll let's switch the screen. There we go. Just a little change of views. Right, so that's two of the plans for tonight. Do a little bit of work with the decals, which are... It's a little bit more to life. It's not amazing, but I feel there's more work. The thing actually down here, I don't mind this. I'm not super excited. I don't mind it. I think we've probably got to do another couple of fences somewhere, and just to add a little bit more interest. Bring that up. But also, I want to do something that makes it look like all of this land here is for wild riding. So this is your I don't know, horse race training area. Yeah, you can run around the fences or jump the fences, but also if you want to go out for a ride out into this area up here, you can. So I've got to think of a way of actually making that look like it works. Maybe using that barn that doesn't work alongside the stables because the scaling is wrong. But yes, around the back of here we'll do some kind of private garden area. I'm not going to go too fancy, but I think that looks pretty nice. Yeah, Domy's moving in. Hang on, we've got this side of the property doesn't. It looks a little bit elevated. Sirens for those playing BonBonBingo. What have we got? I think that was a paramedic car. It might have been a police car. I think it was paramedics. Right. Anyways. I think that works. I will allow that to be a thing. Add the path around to the back of the... Oh, can't read that. There we go. Add the path... Hi, Roger. Hang on. Roger. Roger that. Oh, I need a Roger that sound effect, don't I? Have that instead. Right. Add the path around to the back of the stables. For us to join them, the stables were originally part of the master... Yeah, indeed. Indeed. That's sort of the idea is for this to become effectively a unit, but like with a modern day gated bit around the back here. So yeah, I think that's the plan for that. Definitely I'm going to add another paddock. But shall we do the second paddock now? I think there's... I mean, just using copy and paste will be... I know it's a cheat. Do I look like I'm bothered? Does his face look bothered? I think not. Let's do that. And... I'm going to have to, I think, move the house and its accompanying bits out of the way. Oh, I've dropped something. Try that again. Move you up there. Let's grab this paddock. Horses and all. I know we've got actually like a double fence in there in the middle, but I'm not going to sweat too much on it for now. I have plenty of fence count, so let's just do that for now. Then, because we don't want it identical, would that be... Perhaps we close it here. And maybe... Hang on, I'll move you over there. This is a small one, isn't it? So maybe something like that. Oh, Farmer Bonbon. Actually, I am going to get rid of some of these. So get rid of you. Get rid of you. Actually, maybe just like some small paddocks. There and there. If I do a full rotate on you and stick you something like this. Yeah. Yeah, I don't hate it. That's all good. And we've got this one over here. So actually maybe we could just do that there. Like such. I think this frolicking horse is not going to work there. So I'm going to drop you over this way. These two are static, so that's okay. Well, they were static, they're now ecstatic. It was a bit delayed, a bit like my humour. Right, I think probably what we should do also then is grab one of these and we'll do a little thingy there. Do you know what? I think that's sufficient. Don't need to do any more. Oh, and these buildings here are just a bit too copy and paste for my liking. So maybe maybe, actually, I've got an idea. Going to connect you like so. Give us a different shape going on completely there. And pop that over there. No, things like hay bales or something like that, or is like some props and assets just to help bring this up. A little bit of foliage around the fence so it looks a bit more grown and lived in. But yeah, I'm good with this. You want some more sound effects? You want some more sound effects? You can have. How about this one? Done. Okay. Alright, oh, hang on. Hang on. We've got a May talk. May is in the month and talk is in TikTok, of course. Right, I'll try to remember that. May talk. For next time we have to deal with any of your work. I'm bound to forget. You know I'm going to forget. When I forget, I apologise. But it's a Homer brain, you know. One thing goes in, one thing falls out, and all of that. Right, so we've done a bit of work on the stables. Again, it's starting to feel a little bit more believable. Still needs work. We've got Bonnerton Villa, which will at some point start looking more real. We've got a population of 6686 plus 1. I would expect more than plus 1, please. It's plus 4. That's more like it. Thank you. Right, over to the boating shed area, because I have a boating shed which I've hunted around for. I remember it being a thing. Boat and not decal. And it's a boat shed. I don't remember which. Oh, it is. I think it was this one. Now, we want it in here somewhere. It's got to go on water. That is sticking out way too far. So what we'll do is we'll persuade it through the magic of move it to go inland, so we can just get the boat shed on the water and no more. And then, so we've got hovering benches, and what we'll do is we'll drop them down until they are just about at ground level. I think that's pretty close. Might move that boat, move it back in a bit. How's that? Well, I think it's too high still. So if you're going to get in a rowing boat in there or whatever, that's, I think, about the right level. Does that mean all of my bits now are underground? I don't mind that. Honestly, I really don't mind that. As long as people don't start walking through underground. Maybe I have to do a bit of terrain work on here. But it's not connected anyway, so we've got to connect it up. Can it be connected up via footpaths? Can it? Anybody know? I don't know. We'll soon find out. Right, let's say no, it needs a road. It needs a road. Fine. We will... There you go. Let's get rid of that. And we will give you... How about the muddy? Oh, yeah. We've got this road over here. Let's steal that. Selected. Thank you. Because it's a waterfront road, sort of, going down to the water. So I think this wouldn't be the dumbest thing. Something like that. Probably want to make that seem like distance too short. Don't give me any of that rubbish. Right, so don't want you bulldozing anything. Space already occupied. So something like that. And then we can make it work. We can make it work, and we will make it work. That's not too bad. Right, we've got some boat assets. Boats. Some of these are floating. Some of these are narrowboat prop. Don't know that I want narrowboat. Also, no, I think we are looking at rowing boats, aren't we? This is the thing. Or pedal boats. Or the swan boat. Oh, that's almost too cute, isn't it? Right, okay. First of all, are these going to be something I can manipulate? Let's see. Yep. So, right. Do we the swan boats? Or the pedal boat? Or the rowing boat? And right, what's that? I think we've got. I think one of these rowing boats does actually float. So, right, I'm going to have a little. I'm just going to let you guys catch up with the chat. So, right, we've got. So we've got the swan boats, we've got the pedal boats, we've got the rowing boats, and we need something. Let's have a look. You can always remove those with Bob. You're not wrong, Larry. Absolutely. Pedestrian road, good idea. People will walk under the ground. Yes, we'll do some work to that. More sound. You've got sound effects. You've had sound effects. You want another sound effect? Have a. Oh well, we should do music. Right. So swans. I see swans mentioned twice. So we're gonna. I'll probably use a couple of the rowing boats for detailing bits here and there, but I think you're right. We will use, assuming we can get people to, if I can find some seated citizen props. I think it's definitely a thing. So we'll do one. This guy here, go, come on. Up, 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 up. About there. around here. And how deep are we? Pop. And one around here. Bring you up. Down. Up, down, flying around. Pop. And then we'll do maybe coming back the other way. It's about there. Pop. Hang on. Yeah, it's fine. And one around abouts here. Drop you down. There we go. That's cool. And then one around here. Looks like it's floating and flying, isn't it? Is it? Are you floating? I'm trying to find the balance. No, it'll need to go there. Excellent. Wicked, as they say. Wicked. As the kids would say. Right, okay. I'm going to put a little boat tie-up thing here. This one. And we'll do at some point some detailing to tie, once the assets are down, we can tie all this in with this area. So we're going to want, where's the swan boats? Oh, hang on. There's no way a swan boat's going up that. So that's ruined my plan. Right, you can't be up there. That's bad location. It'll have to be here. In this kind of zone. Say here. We'll do that. We'll do that instead. So around abouts there. Yeah, it's not too bad. And we use you because you wouldn't be anywhere near that mini waterfall. That'd be too dangerous for you. But in here would be absolutely lovely, wouldn't it, eh? If you're not floating in midair. I'm just gonna, if we can. What? Right, look. Now, please, something like about there. Yep. Only the swan is now in midair again. Oh, I seem to have diverted the water somehow. What have I just done? Oh shit. What have I done? Why has that happened? Wouldn't have thought that was terrain affecting. It's only a prop, isn't it? It's floating. Shouldn't. I wouldn't have thought of affected that. Well, I'm not going to do it again. I am going to move that swan there. You've got to go. Right. So, campus bridges are being used. It's very nice. A little bit of there might be a little bit of flooding down here because there's going to be that splosh of water coming around, but should be all right. Okay. I don't know what I did, but these people liked it, which is great. Population's still growing a little bit. Lots of demand. So there is news. Let's check the chat. Bonbon say in the mic, welcome. You're very, very welcome. There we are. That's what you wanted, isn't it? The swan's getting into a flap. Oh dear, oh me, you peoples. Right, okay. So we've at least started on. I did want a little bit of activity in this water, and I think we've definitely got that, which is neat. This area here, people will be walking under. I'm gonna have to do some terrain work here of some description, aren't I? Whilst trying not to flood the area. Let's see. Right, we can't do any more there, so let's drag this road down. A few notches. There we go, that's a bit better. That boardwalk leading up from to the boat's a bit weird, isn't it? Oh, we do need to move the swan inside there, don't we? Let's move the swan inside. There we go. That's pretty neat. You know what it's going to do for me for now. There, I'm happy just to live with that until the water sorts itself out, which won't take too long. I wouldn't have thought. Right, about an hour in. Everybody having some time, a good time of tonight. Let's have a quick a reminder, of course, to hit the like button, of course. Who have we got here? Who's still alive? Larry! Use Bob to get rid of the benches. Yes, it's a pretty neat idea. Do I have Bob at the moment? I think maybe I do. I might leave those benches in, but the light, and even the light pole I don't mind. I'm just going to have to get a footpath running down there. I don't mind this because this is going to be. Excuse me, mate. What on earth? Well, I don't fancy yours much. Oh. Now, she is definitively unattractive, which means that she's going to get left on the shelf, which means she's elf on the shelf. Oh, man. Okay. Well, that... Oh, where are you going, love? Hang on, let me click on you, man. I want to know where you're off to. You're going to the Blue Boathouse. Well, why would you not? Audrey. It's a proper goblin name, is Audrey. Oh, marvellous. Where do you live? She's a manager for Top Banking. Does your bank manager look like this? Oh, amazing. I have no idea even why I have that. Really no idea. Probably a map subscription requirement. Right, so we've done that. What's on my thing by to do? Oh, factory. Let's play factories. I'm gonna need a road down here first of all. Let's get a road into this area. So we'll straighten it out for that. Now, what have I got in a recent? And get rid of that because, thank you. It's going to be a fairly whole bunch of military assets here. Now, who's responsible for getting me to subscribe to every military asset on the workshop? Domi. Who's responsible for all of this? Domi. Domi, I do not thank you for all of this. Domi. Right, okay. Factory units. Big generic factory. We've got power plant factory. We've got colossal mills. Oh, that's a big one, isn't it? That's what she said. Colossal mills factory. That might be. I'd roll with that, you know. I do not hate that at all. Then we've got a load of generic modular warehouse type things and smaller, more period smokestack type things. What's this? Factory barn. That might work. What more have we got here? We've got big generic. I'm going to drop this down so I can see more of what's going on. Right. Big generic is not bad. We could probably use you. Where's all my factories gone? Ooh, what more have we got here? Bunkers. Who got me to subscribe to a whole bunch of bunkers? Domi. Let me pop down. What's this one? Big generic. Is that the same? Oh, it's similar. It's just a similar style. I think we can probably use two together. Power plant factory. Right. I think definitely like the idea of using this big colossal mills asset. And maybe a few of these styles leading up to it. This is an amazing looking asset. I really like this. I don't think I want it here though. So we will get rid of you. I'm going to move you, come on, and you over here for now. Where do I want this colossal mills? And what angle do I want it? Don't know. It's got the big sign on the front there, so I think that facing towards whatever direction is in, which does make it actually poke down into the peninsula, which I like. That kind of works. So that fits the peninsula. Get the colossal mills signage on the top there, and a road that now goes underneath, but we'll have to fix and use somehow. Now, which is the front? I'm not sure where the front is. Oh, it's here, the blue arrow. Well done. Well done, everybody. There's also a road underneath, which I've managed to completely mess up with. Let's get rid of you. And we'll bring you down to connect there. And if we can get rid of... Right, I'm going to do it this way. Yep. And boost. Right, so that location is pretty neat. I'm going to move it a little down, if it'll let me. Buildings, props, no segments, sorry. That's all right. Bring you over here. Right. Yeah, that's better. That's much better. Much better. Then these factory units here, I like them. Not quite sure how I want to use them. Because I feel that we need some parking down here. So there's going to be parking lots around this area. So maybe actually these guys are going to be in a little factory estate in this area here. Maybe that's how they're going to work, backing up onto the railway. Dolomite's on his way. Alright, nice having you along, Dolomite. Have a great evening. Stay out of trouble. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. And certainly don't do anything that I would do. It leaves you a whole scope of things that you can do there. And all that. Right. Oh, well, Simon. Hi, Simon. Oh, first of all, Nigel's here. Hi, Nigel. Hi, Nigel. Nigel's here. Do I know the name of the music I have in the background? I was watching someone else on YouTube recently had the same music. Yes, it's called Dispersion Relation, and it's by Kevin MacLeod, and it's free to use on YouTube. So, and it's one of the best available background jibbies, you know. But yes, Dispersion Relation, and I've got it on at the moment a 1 hour loop, so I'm just going to turn it off because it's going to drive everybody mad after a while. That's all good. Anyway, yes. Yes, indeed. Is that Michelle Jean? Is that Michelle Genry? Am I getting that right? Yes, you can do anything you want, because I'm not there to stop you. Southern's here. Hi, sound effect for Southern. There we go. Good one, Southern. Good to have you along. Right, you haven't missed much, apart from everything. We've got, yeah, this river's going to sort itself out, I imagine. Oh, of course, a simulation, so it's not going to sort itself out until we let that sort itself out. Right, I've got to do something with these buildings. I'm not happy with the layout, but I'm liking the idea. So what we'll do is, I think, looks like this front entrance is on the side there, so I'll go whizzle you around like so, munch you into this gap here. That would work. Again, we'll bring you down to here. We're on curved road. Darn it. We'll do that. So we have, that makes sense, I think. Let's get rid of this for now and correct it with that. We will grab you, and I get the suspicion your front doors are around this way, I think. And then we can grab you and we'll duplicate you. Oh, that reminds me, out of nowhere, we've got a little issue, and that is, I don't know if you can see it over here, Right, so we've got all these housing estates that I've... all of these are historic buildings, yeah? Historic building, historic building, historic building, historic building. What's this bloody building doing here? Not historic. I mean, I thought I had all of them historic, but clearly not. So we're going to have to bulldoze that one. We're going to have to grab one of these and paste it over. Come on. What? Excuse me. Let's get rid of that. That's bugging me. Paste that into there. There's also another one. There it is. Here. This is the one that I spotted. So we will, again, copy and paste that. But I was pretty sure. Well, the thing is, absolutely every other single one of these is a historic building. And at least I hope so. I don't know how these one or two didn't. It's obviously just a glitch in the game or something. Anyway, so yeah, that's been dealt with. That was on my list of things to get on with at some point. So yes, these factory units, oh, they don't look too bad, do they? I think they look all right. I'll rotate you and we'll pop you in here. And we might grab you and we might pop you facing your friend over here, and we'll give you a little access road of your own down the side there, because looks like you might need one. That one and this one, just bunch you over a little bit. Right, so let's come back and just see if the whole thing looks reasonable. I think that looks reasonable. I think once we get, we're going to need, say, a bit of parking down here, some more buildings in this area here, but mostly I think this as an industrial area down here makes quite a nice bit of sense to me. We have got some... Where are these? Where are you going, Spar Truck? And I really want to know what you think you're doing. Going to convenience store. Oh. Well, you've gone a very interesting route. So, very interesting route. So it seems that it's quicker to come in down the freeway or the highway, exit here, come down this route and around, quicker that way than this way, and then looping this way through. I think this is bad route finding. Where are you going? Going to the drugstore over here. Again, why are you taking that route when surely it's quicker to come through Bonnerton past the railway station? Very strange. Where are we? I said it perfectly. Amazing for a non-French person. Who said that I'm not French? French is, if you want to call it my second language, given that I'm probably 5th grader level and haven't really gone back to doing more. But I try. I'm just not very good at languages. I'm more numbers. Numbers, I like me numbers. I'm not so good with words, says the YouTuber. Anyway, right, so we've done... We've done... What more have we got? I'm just checking my jobs list. I have a jobs list of things to do. So the levelled up house we've looked at. With stables we've started on, or done more work on. Bonton House we've started on. The boathouse we've started on. factory. Lakeside Road we've looked at. City Hall. So right, so everything I wanted to get something done on this week we've now done, which is pretty cool. Over here, these guys are complaining about lack of, I mean, please, how posh do you want this area to be? I've given you beautiful settings and you're complaining that it's like low land value. Well, it's just tough. You're not going to get better land value than that. I'm not going to provide anything better. What I will do though is I'm going to pause the simulation, delete the road out from there, and we're going to put in a tree-lined road. I think we need to give these guys trees, don't we? 2-lane road with trees. And what we'll do is we'll grab that node and center it. And I will, when I can be bothered. I'm not going to do it now because I'm tired. Very, very tired. So tired. But what we will do is we will... Do we want trees on either side? How about trees running down the middle? I think trees running down the middle would be fun, wouldn't it? Let's do that. Yeah, that's more like it. I definitely prefer that. Right, so we'll do that. We'll bring this road down to about here. And then this road, we will, I think I'll switch to this grass verge road instead. It's a bit clunky. It's definitely a bit clunky. What I'll do, hang on, something like that. It's still how's that? Yeah, that works. That works. And what we'll do is we'll get a small, like, gatehouse. Gatehouse is what I'm looking for. So a gatehouse going on here. Would it be too much? Yes, it would. I know. Vanilla. Right. Would this be ridiculous? Let me come around here and come on. Can we get rid of that? Thank you. I think this might work, you know. Bring you down into this kind of area here. I think that's too tall, but that's easily fixed. No, it's not. It's really not easily fixed. Who said it was easily fixed? You know what? I'm gonna get rid of that. I'm gonna just do a rotated version of that. Because it's rotated, it will look different. And we'll pop you there. So something like this. Do you know what? I'm really not liking that on the other side. I think what we'll do on the other side is just going to be something a lot more subtle. Maybe just a bit of wall. Maybe just a bit of wall. And I have just the walls. Because I created, me, on the workshop, these fellows. Which do not affect the terrain. So let's do that. Come on, I have got it. Thank you. Took a while, didn't it? Back over to this area over here. Let me first of all pop down a small section like so. Whiz bang, bang whiz. Anybody need a whiz? Good. Come on, behave. So, a little bit of wall like this. Just this end is what I wanted to do. Cool. And then maybe a bit of wall. Yeah, we'll do the same over there as well. So this again. What we'll do is we'll grab one end of it. It's half a castle. Yes, Simon. Yes, it's half a castle. Drop that down, and this end also going to drop it down. So yeah, there you go. That becomes the old gate entrance to Bonnerton Manor. How? Okay, right. I like this. I'm proud of this. I don't need to do any more work to this. This is just the hint of the ruins that were there once upon a time, many years ago. But yes, deep cobblestone walls. Yes, they would work, but I didn't make them. Right. So, in terms of shape of the city, I've still got a lot of the old hills housing to do. Then that'll be one of the next priorities, get the hills housing done. We've got the commercial area here, got the vanilla mall down here just for now. And then yeah, we can once we've got all the housing up here and the housing down here done, we can concentrate on the commercial, well, the leisure districts down this way, the casinos, work out how I'm going to make this work, because I love this asset so much. Just really not sure why it's so high above the water. Why are you so high above the water? You mind telling me what is getting into you? There we go. It's going to need connecting. It's got no power. But yeah, that's a beaut of an asset going on there. I'm quite happy with today's work. It's a simulation running. Let me see. I might have to pause the sim. No, we are paused. That's all right. But population 6,500, which is all right, I guess. Let me just have a quick look at these houses, see which ones are we actually. Let me get out of move it mode. Thank you. So yeah, you're fine. You're fine. Yeah, everybody's All these houses seem to be populated now, so that's nice. So we've got, how about the hills? Definitely got some issues with land values up here. And it's gonna be, here we go, it's these fellows. I might have to replace these fellows with less essential buildings so that they actually get some population moving into them, which is a shame, but what can we do, eh? What can we do? Right, so I think next week we'll do a bit more work on the factory area. In fact, basically everything we did this week. I will next week definitely fix this this road setup so that it's more believable to having the historical significance that it did, what would have once had. But yeah, it's good, and at some point I think we'll start naming roads as well, because I'm sure a few of you got some really good ideas for road names. Not going to do them now, but I think definitely can be moved. Yeah, I'm just, you get a sense of satisfaction as things start really coming together. You start building the city and you go, how's this going to work? It's working. It's working. For those of you that haven't seen the overall plan, we have got this area down here to expand into still. Up the hills, it's going to be low density up here, just as we've got these little spindly roads. So we'll fill up to the top. This area will have some restaurants, that kind of area down here. Shopping mall area in here. Old town down here to build with like some Titan style European assets. Expands down this way. We're going to have a ferry port down here so that we can connect over to the airport, which we will put in over here. Then we've got BonBonBingo. This is going to be magnificent. I'm saying that. I'm hoping it's going to be magnificent. I'm definitely going to make this into a European style old city, using the equivalent sort of beard monkey style buildings, Mediterranean style, maybe Algerian style buildings. Make it quite dense and quite compact, and just see if I can make it work. So I think, just the idea of having this with the ancient canals running between, it could be really wicked. And maybe one small area left as, like, maybe this area down here being left as the area which is being excavated to find what was there before. So yeah, just one small area. I think it might be fun. Once all that's done, we can look to expand to the other side of the island. Sometime in 2025, probably. Anyways, I'll go and check the idea of the chat. The chat. See how we're going in chat. Moaning Minis, yes, they'll be happy with living away. You want to live away from the riffraff. The riffraff in Bonbonnerton, oh man, they're the worst. The worst whiff-waff you'll ever find. Looks like I showed up too. John. Yeah, too late again, John. That's what we think of you, are turning up way too late. 9 p.m. ish. It's usually a little bit after by the time I actually get things rolling, but yeah. 9 p.m. ish is when we aim for. So there was that. What else did you miss? Sound effects. You missed lots of sound effects. We've had we've done a bit of work. Done a bit more stable work. Boat shed work. Just making some of the pretty areas look a bit more pretty. And we had a simulation running for a few minutes to allow some people to move into the city. Whoop whoop. Anyway, I think I'm getting close towards done. I'm really tired. About you, but I haven't even had any water. Let me get some water down the guzzle. Cool. Right, so that's it. We've got What's Map tomorrow. What's Map, which has got two very, very striking maps in very different ways. We've got one from Domi, which is absolutely stunning. Absolutely stunning. I've got one or two. Listen, it's a map review. I'm going to one or two minor grumbles, right? But Domi is a very strong 4-star creator, so you can know it's going to be a good map. Followed up by my first map, which is quite memorable in a fairly nice way. If you're looking for a flat, buildable map, but it's not perfectly flat, that's got plenty going on with it, maybe a few things worth fixing. For maybe a Florida style build, that kind of, it's arguably in terms of playability better than Domi's map. Domi's map is much more visually memorable, and so yeah, it's just one of those. Yeah, you pay your money, you take your choice. What do you want? You know, the flatter the map, is it more playable or is it less playable because it's more boring? Clearly don't know. I only got 3 stars for gameplay off of you guys for this map, and I think it's the best thing in the world. This map is the best thing in the world. Possibly like Livy. Was it Livy? Last week's island map that I said was better than Bonbon Island. I hate that creator. Oh man alive. Anyway, yes. Yes, so that. Yes, I do like your map, Domi. You might not like the review. It's like, yeah, I had some minor issues with it. Nothing that's game breaking, but some things that might take some of the gloss off the review for you. But overall, honestly, I'd like the idea of the military on the map. Don't think it adds much, and it meant I've now got half of the blinking NATO forces in my subscription list. Thanks for that. Thanks for nothing. It is special. It's not for everyone, but it is special, and it is very nice. It is very, very nice. The map that follows it up, it's inferior, but arguably more gameplay potential. Arguably, but it's inferior. It's the old balancing thing, isn't it? What do you do? Yeah, like this map here. Would it have been better if I'd said, right, well, this part of the island down here, we've already got a big mountain. Maybe I should flatten this all area out here. You know, should I have gone for more flat buildable space? Yeah, I did this whole island in because I felt that we needed space for an airport. And so I'm not forcing people to have an airport here, but it does give, I added this. This does not exist. Well, it does, but it doesn't exist here. This is Hipdoc Island in the Philippines, which is this kind of shape. Now we go. Yeah, the shape's right down this coast, but the island is much bigger and much deeper, and I just wanted to have a cleanish edge. So this side of the island is completely fictional in terms of shape. This side of the island was hand drawn based on Hipdoc Island shape. And then Camagin Island was from a terrain height map, and I've added in flat buildable space here, basically the entirety of Bonneton, and over this side of the map, I can't remember, it's got to be, I think it must be this area here. I think I've added this corner just to give it a bit more flat buildable space in the 25 tiles. But I just didn't want to take away, because I think it's such a striking looking island, amazing looking island. And yeah, I had loads of fun making it. all of the hours. Where are we? Your map has a lot of buildable space. It's just not it's not really flat. It's not really flat. Again, the way that I kind of differentiate between the areas. So the area with these sort of trees is flat or pretty close to flat. Then you have the eucalyptus trees, which denote it's bumpy, but it's buildable. And yes, you could flatten it out, or you could just let the houses flatten it out. And once you get up to these guys, the big boys, the spruces, this tends to be not buildable area. There might be a few buildable ledges or whatever that you can appropriate, but once you get to these trees, it's so I denoted the areas by biome to show where was the buildable space. So we could, in theory, get into this area fairly easy. I don't think we're going to. I think we're just going to draw out down into this area, bring the highway up into a tunnel here, and stick the ferry port down here, and maybe some high density residential, some like mid-rise in this area, possibly. Maybe. We'll get there. We'll get there. Right. Quick last look at the chat before we wind things up. The military is a storyline of the map. Maybe I didn't read the description enough, or maybe I skimmed over it, or yeah. I mean, the thing is, yeah, the military is setting a story, and the bridge too far is, see, the big old bridge. Everybody loves a big old bridge, and yeah, I quite like the way that it was all either side of the bridge pointing to it. Yeah, I'm really focused too much in the review on the military. I'm showed the detail areas, but I think the map in its actual design, you've got a lot of buildable space in there between the mountains and your buildable your ravines or whatever. It's a nice buildable map. That if anything, I just think the military, I would say, this doesn't detract from it. I just don't feel that it really added enough for it to be. I don't know. Everybody's going to tell me how wrong I am, but I didn't focus on it. It's, yeah, we showed them as detail areas and then moved on. Like Uwitsa Castle. Uwitsa Castle doesn't always make for the map. Did like your use of procedural objects and everybody's favourite factory. Did like that. Really appreciated that. Thank you. Yes, building on slopes is not good. Yeah, there's stuff. It's just, where are we? Yeah, it's a 7-year-old game. You know, at some point we'll get a Cities Skylines 2. Of course, the latest rumour is they aren't making Cities Skylines 2, which means they probably are. Damned if you do, damned if you don't, isn't it? only a denier would deny that. Never mind. Yes. What's the point? Do you know what? I think we're good. I am not going to do any more work today. I've got to get some sleep. I'm knackered. Been doing a lot of running around and making sure that matriarchal type people have got biscuits to eat in hospital, that sort of thing. Right. So if anybody's got any last things to shout out in the chat, now's the time to do it. I'm going to get that back to the main screen. I'm even going to go back to the hex screen so that you know we are stopping in a couple of minutes. Yeah, so next week we'll do the Tuesday night stream again. Tuesday night stream, which is treasure hunts, trying to find the best map for your next city build, but from maps that have no thumbnails, so therefore they're usually not so good, and so that's always a little bit of a hunt around looking for something magical. You never know, could be there. Most likely isn't, but could be there. And then Thursday night next week we'll do another Bonbon Island. And then Monday, Wednesday, Friday for What's Map chart show on the Sunday. And yeah, it's going to be we're at the end of the month, so the viewer's choice will probably be Sunday next week as well. Whoopee. Whoop whoop whoop. Yeah, I'm off. Yeah, I am off to Betty Boys, definitely. I am. I've got a sound effect for that, I think. There you go. That's the one. And I have. There we go. Ah, of course. I've had enough of that. Anyways, yeah, I think we're good. Right. Thanks for watching, for commenting, for liking, and for subscribing, for joining me for another Bonbon Island playthrough. Yeah, this week I felt this week was a good one. I really enjoyed this week. Last week I just found last week hard work. This week was just a lot more fun. So it should be good. See you tomorrow morning for What's Map, and look after yourselves. I've been BonBonB. You've been very, very welcome.